Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, and today I'll be giving you my thoughts on Aarklash Legacy so far. Now I haven't completed the game, but I have put in a total of 17 hours according to Steam, but that is slightly skewed because I did do a live stream in which I replayed an entire 2 or 3 hour section of the game. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that I put in about 14 to 15 hours into this game thus far, which is supposed to be between, if memory serves me correct, the entirety of the game is supposed to take anywhere between 20 and 30 hours to completion. Okay, so let's talk about my experience so far. First of all, we're starting off taking a look at a puzzle here. I thought this would be a good sort of launching point because there are puzzles scattered throughout the game. It's not exactly very difficult most times. I mean, you can see this particular puzzle. I'm literally just standing on these icons. Which one am I missing? Am I missing? Is it this frowny face? Yeah, I think it's that frowny face is the one that I'm missing. There we go. They're typically pretty standard. It's like match up these symbols, or one that's actually particularly interesting is there's this whole crystal one where you've got to, when you touch a crystal, it shuts off the crystals directly near it and then turns on the one opposite it. And it's weird. It's like this grid of crystals where you've got to try to make your way through. I found that one kind of interesting and a little bit difficult at first, but then once you figure out the mechanic, it's quite easy. But you know what? It's nice. It's refreshing. You know, this is a tactical. It's a tactical with pause system, a role-playing game. And to have those elements of even just a little bit of sort of brain teasers, if you will, I think that's a nice addition, and it adds something positive to the game. Now let's talk about the gameplay. We're coming into a fight right now, so we get to take a look at some of that in action. You know, the gameplay, this is one of the first things that immediately drew me to this game and got me really interested, because the gameplay it's quite solid. Like, it's very fluid. It's challenging, undoubtedly challenging. I'm playing on the second of 4 difficulties, so there are 2 difficulties higher than this. And there have been many instances where I have had a hell of a difficult time. I mean, just some very, very challenging battles. The boss battles in particular can be incredibly gruesome. Can just be very, very difficult. We're gonna beast this guy right there. There we go. And we get a few more seconds until our bomb pops, so we gotta make sure that we get some healing on that guy before he walks. Oh yes, he's gonna walk into the perfect position. There we go. Get some massive damage, and then get your heal up. He is running around in fear right now. So it's been challenging, and the other really big thing about the combat is that it is quite varied. There are so many different types of enemies in this game that it makes it so that there's always something sort of new around the corner, if you will. There's always oh, this guy's gonna die. Oh no, you got a second? Got a second? Pop that, thank you, good lord. He just almost got completely destroyed. All right, we're gonna have him run over here, and then I'm gonna have this Fritz guy go, and we're gonna want to take this dude out like that. And hopefully his heal will be ready in a second. We can actually lay down a heal from this other guy. Oh yeah, we're fine. We just totally took care of business there. Okay, let me drop a bomb on him. So yeah, the combat is difficult. It is quite varied. It's very varied. It's quite varied because of the sheer amount of different. Oh my gosh, this guy now. He's gonna drain the mana of my dude. Because of the sheer amount of different types of enemies. It makes it so that, you know, every engagement that you're coming into, well, not every single one, because you definitely do refight different enemy types on the regular, but a lot of the times you're coming into a fight and it's going to be a brand new thing. You've got to, you know, utilize that pause system and take a look at the battlefield, take a look at who your opponents are, and figure out how to best deal with them. And that is consistently the case. That is something that you're always having to do. Even this particular battle, like, I just walked right into it, but that is only because I have already played through this area. Otherwise, I would have undoubtedly had to take a moment, pause, read all of the abilities, figure out what's going on, and making consistent use of the. This guy just respawned. What the heck? See, I don't even know. He just comes back. Come back. So wait, what? Oh, Oh boy, that's what happened. Okay, well we're gonna focus down on these little guys over here before we engage with him. So yeah, he's got the ability to come back if we don't stop his cast, but unfortunately we don't really have that capability right now. So, okay, and then this is gonna blow up once he dies, so we need to get out of the way just like that. You see what I mean? But that's something, that's the sort of knowledge that only comes from the fact that I've played this game for now, you know, 15 plus hours or whatever. So yeah, that is that. Gameplay is, again, no questions asked. It is quite a challenge. Like you will find yourself having a difficult time playing this game. Absolutely no question about that. And you know, breezing through sections are just a result of me being familiar with this area. And then also, I just equipped the hell out of these guys. I basically saved a ton of equipment. So some of the some of the puzzles can be challenging. Some of them are just like, okay, well this one, I didn't exactly. Please get off that. Get off, okay. So we're supposed to trigger each one of these like this. All I'm supposed to do is run across these like this. That's it. I mean, this isn't exactly a difficult puzzle, but that just goes to show you, you know, some of them will be hard, some of them are just, okay, that was, you know, that wasn't that hard. So, yeah. Now, also with the combat, I wanted to talk about just the animation quality. The animation quality is amazing. It's really good. Like, watching this gameplay, I think even just from a viewer perspective, you can probably see it's very polished. It is well put together. There has only been one bug in the totality of my playtime so far that I've encountered. There was a single bug where one of the enemies just stopped moving, but that was it. And maybe that's unacceptable to some people, but for a budget price game, a $20 game, which is what this is, I think encountering only one bug in 17 hours, for me is acceptable. Like that's a parameter that I can absolutely deal with that. I can absolutely live with that. So yeah, that's been that for bugs. Everything, just animations, well put together. The game looks great. It plays very smoothly. It just feels really good. I need to get the heck out of this giant smoke stack of doom. We're gonna go for the sparkling next. Actually, why don't you run over here and go like this onto that guy, and then we're gonna lay down a heal for you, just like that. And I can actually give you a secondary heal. Why don't we do that? That sounds fun to me. Yeah, so combat looks good, animations are fantastic, it's a lot of fun to play, not very buggy. Let's talk about some of the negatives, because I think there are a few things that I just really haven't been too impressed with. One of the first things that I will say is I feel like the progression system is lacking. Now there is some semblance of, hey, I'm doing a good job of you know, putting my characters, my classes together and stuff like that. We can't take a look at the skill tree, so we'll actually just touch on that after this fight, I suppose. Kind of ruins what I just started talking about. But let me talk about the gear, because I don't need to show you the gear to talk about my problems with the gear system. So my problems with the gear is that it just doesn't feel very impactful. It's basically one of those RPG systems where you're just doing stats. You're just getting more stats for your characters, and that's it. Which, you know, I mean, more stats are great, but the fact that there's no visual representation, so you don't ever see the loot that you acquire. It's never represented on your character that way. I need to get the heck out of this thing. And the fact that it's just like minor stat increases. There's never any gear that, you know, gives you new spells or abilities or anything like that. You're basically just getting a little bit more damage, a little bit more health, etc. Like that's all the stat system has really wound up to be. And I guess for some people that'll be okay. For me, I guess I would say it could have been more, and it would have been nice if it was something where, you know, there was visual representation whenever you picked up a piece of gear. But maybe that's asking a little bit much for this type of a game. Honestly, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I think that's kind of negative. The skill system, there's sort of some variation, but not a lot. So that's too bad. And this guy's dead. And yeah, and then one other thing that I'll say about this game, we can wrap up the video right now, is that I feel like there hasn't been a lot of level variety, which is something that I feel like has been kind of negative. In these 17 hours, I sort of feel like I've been moving in more or less the same areas. There was the first act that was sort of like a sunny green pastures-ish area with trees, and then the second act here, we've been moving through this humdrum of stuff. Maybe it's just because the act's been going on for so long. Like, I feel like I've been going through the same area for many hours now, and it's just getting kind of tedious, but that's just something that I feel based on sort of where I am at the moment. But overall, my overall experience is really good. Like, I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, one of the most important things for me in any video game, I'll say this time and time again, is the gameplay, and I feel like the gameplay is good. It's solid, it's smooth, the animations look good, the different things that you can do with the 8 different characters that you have in total. So we've got 4 at any given time, and you can pick from a roster of 8 that you just unlock as you play through. They're all quite varied. They play very differently. It's going to change the way you approach engagements because of their different spells and abilities. And yeah, overall, I enjoy it. Now, it is priced fully at $20.99. There's a 10% discount going on right now for, I think, the next week or so, which brings it down to $18.89. That might be a bit steep for people, but at a game that's going to give you over 20 hours of gameplay, maybe it'll be worth it for you. Some people may want to wait. I think it's solid. I think if you're definitely looking for a new tactical turn-based or tactical RPG with a pause system, something like Baldur's Gate or Dragon Age, I think this will fill that desire. And again, it is a budget title. It's a cheaper title. It's not fully priced. It's not a $30, $40, $50, or even $60 game. It's a $20 game. So, you know, you got to keep that in mind when you're considering what you're looking at here. But yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts so far on Aarklash Legacy after playing for a total of 17 hours. Overall, I think it's a good experience. I have enjoyed it. And, yeah, if you like what you see, you could probably consider picking it up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe. Keep watching and keep owning. This can't be it. There's got to be more. Look at these guys coming out of the dark. I hate you, skeleton priest. They must die first. Let me go. I'm just gonna... Well, I'll show you me zerging down one skill. Oh no, she's mind controlled. Oh no, why is she mind controlled? I need her deeps desperately. Get out of the fire. Thank you very much. Why don't you come over here? I need you to blow him up with that. Let's drop an AoE heal, and then you take him out. And then you are actually going to heal yourself up. Can you stop being mind controlled? This is seriously ridiculous. 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds. There you go. All right, help me deeps the priest. Oh my god, the priest is getting healed. Oh my gosh, she's casting this ridiculous spell. Let me go knock him down. We're going to knock him down. You ready for this? Kind of hilarious. Knock him down. Stop your casting, fool. And then we'll finally zerg him down like that. Talk about skills.